The other day, I went skateboarding, downhill skateboarding in the rain, and my board got completely soaked. It got so soaked that I felt like skimboarding. It was a pretty damn good time. Honestly, I recommend skimboarding in the rain. It feels a lot like skimboarding. You can push out and slides a lot easier, and I would consider it actually less dangerous because when you do fall, I think the water helps you not get cut as much or as easily. Anyways, as I was saying, the wheels, I did not dry the board properly. Usually you want to hang it to dry and then spin the wheels out, but some of the wheels are worse than others. It's just been a lot longer than that. Left it out and it didn't dry properly. Now the bearings and the wheels are kind of messed up. They're not spinning it how they should. They don't got good speed. Some are worse than others, just like I said. And so what I'm gonna do today is I'm gonna fix the board. I'm gonna take the bearings out and the wheels and just clean it out with alcohol and put it back on and see if I can get this thing working again. First, I'm just gonna start by taking off the knobs right here. These knobs, I'm gonna take all of them off and then pop the wheels off. And I'm gonna do that for every one of these wheels. And that's how we're gonna get started. Make sure not lose any pieces. Okay, I got it all off. I got all the wheels off. So the next step is to set the board aside, and then I'm gonna pop out these wheels. I'm actually gonna use part of the board to use it. And I'm gonna pop out the bearings on the wheels, just like so. Dang, I forgot how to do this a little bit. It's been a while since I popped out these bearings. So I have tried just about every trick in the book to get these bearings off because they're rusty as heck, right? I've done the screwdriver, everything basically. And they're just so rusted up that they just won't come out. They just will not come out. I've done my best. This is the first time I've ever experienced not being able to get bearings out of wheels, skate wheels. So what I'm gonna do is just use a little MacGyver knife and take off the little red part, plastic part in here, and then pour some alcohol on it. Since I couldn't get them off, so each of these plastic little things for covering the bearings, I'm just taking them off. And this is actually the last one, right here, if I can actually get this one. Okay, I got it. And so now what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna pour alcohol, rubbing alcohol mixed with water down the bearings. And I know the plastic is covering the insides of the bearings, inside the wheel. So I'm just gonna make it go back and forth. All right, let's go. All right, here we go. And so now what I'm gonna do is do that for all the wheels. Just pour some alcohol water on all of them. All right, so now that every one of them is poured on with the bearings, I'm gonna grab my board and I'm just gonna smash it. Get some dirt out of this thing, man. Get some dirt out, see what I can do for each and every one of them. And they should be able to spin maybe a little better than they did before. I'm gonna do that for each and every one of them, and then I'm gonna spin test them right after this. Last one right here. Okay, we're good. How I'm going to spin test now is I'm just gonna spin it around. There we go. And a good idea probably is to put some of this speed cream lubricant in all the wheels All right, I didn't really have to take the bearings off. I mean, it's doing better than I thought it would do. And so, yeah, I might as well just put some speed cream on all of them too, just like so. Might as well do it on both sides. And then I'm gonna spin it. Really make sure that wheel is working the way it should. It could have worked better if I got the bearings out, but wasn't able to do that today. But it's time to put the plastic things, these things, back on all the wheels, and then I'm gonna put the wheels back on the board. And starting off, just gonna push it back in there. I would use some type of metal tool to really push it in there, like my handy pocket knife right here. I got a handy pocket knife. I'm just gonna push it in. I'm gonna push it in harder, just like that right here. Yeah, I got it. Now that I've got all the wheels with the plastic and the bearings on them, so what I'm gonna do is take every last one of these and just place it on the board and just screw the board back on with these bolts and a skate tool. Just like so. I'm gonna do that for every one of these little spigots for the board. And when you screw these wheels back on, you should feel a little bit, they shouldn't be super tight, but you shouldn't be able to wiggle them back and forth like crazy. So just a little tighter than this. Gotten every wheel back on. It seems to be spinning almost as good as it did before. It's hard to say, so I'm gonna do a little test run. Now let's test this thing out. By the way, this is the landyachtz switchblade. Landyachtz switchblade. I got it about 6 years ago in 2020. Still great board today, and it's lasted me a good bit. Let's test it. Let's test it. Feels fine to me. Feels fine. Might be lacking a little bit. I'll test it a little more and mess with it a little bit more in a little bit. But anyways, if you like this video, subscribe, and remember, get out there, have a good time. My name is Daniel Crossboss, and peace out.